welcome to the welcome decks from fall 2018. If you watched our video earlier, we opened up the Chandra and Liliana boxes from the open house. I'm Marcus,
Hey, it's Leslie.
and we're gonna try playing a game with those. Earlier in the other video, I mentioned that there were 2 packs in each box. They were both monocolored. When I looked at the paper that came with the box, it referred to it as one deck, so it leads me to believe that they were meant to be put together and played as a 2-color 60-card deck. So that's what we're going to be doing. We put them in sleeves, and we're getting ready to go here.
Yep. You want to do an odd even?
Sure.
Okay.
You want to call it?
I'll call odd.
Well, I won and knocked your card off. So bonus.
I guess so. Oh, I need the left you cut.
Oh, that was my cut. I just want that bottom card, or that one card on the bottom.
I thought you couldn't do a 1-card cut in a tournament.
Well, we're not in a tournament.
Okay. Well, I'll just do my normal try cut for you.
What's affected?
So you gonna play?
Yes.
All right.
And so these are the welcome decks from the open house. That was today. And most of the LGSs have something going on where you can come in and pick up the decks and hopefully bring in a new player and show them how to play. I cannot keep this. I don't think.
I'm not super excited about mine, but I think I'm gonna give it a try.
We have seen the cards in action a little bit already. We tried to play a game earlier, but we had a little bit of technical difficulty, so we're going to give it another try.
Are you gonna do a mulligan?
Yep.
Okay. So for new players who are watching to see what a welcome deck is like and kind of what you're getting yourself into, mulligan is where you decide not to keep your hand. You can shuffle it into your deck, and then you would draw 1 less card for each time that you've mulliganed. If you do a mulligan, you can scry only after you've decided to keep your hand. So in this case, with the mulligan twice down to 5 cards, not doing it for you, is it? Do a good shuffle and just go to 7. We do that a lot in casual play. It's a little bit more fun at home when playing field's a little more even. Tournament, you want, any leg up you can get, so you got this one this time.
Okay, let's see. 1, 2,
Do 7.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
And we have a somewhat more keepable hand, so we'll try it.
Okay. And you get to go.
Alright, play a swamp and pass.
1 swamp. I think I'll start with a mountain. I'll pass.
I swear those cards will shuffle before we start, but
Maybe they were just too shuffled.
let's see. I will pass.
Go with a forest. And I'll pass.
Alright, draw. And another mountain. And I will pass. nothing going on.
I know, for 2 red
I
decks.
think earlier when we played, they got off to quicker starts.
Yeah.
Don't really have any low costing creatures in my hand right now.
Yep, I'm gonna pass.
Draw. It looked like there were quite a few 1 and 2 drops, but I didn't pull any. So swamp. I do have a 4 drop though, so I will play Hostile Minotaur. He's a 3/3 haste, and I'll go to combat and attack for 3.
Alright, before any blocks are called, I'll play Hungry Flames.
Alright, so it's going to deal 3 to him and 2 to me. So
Yep.
I will go to 18. And he'll die. And I'll pass.
With the forest. And I've got a hyena pack here.
Alright, 3/4 vanilla creature.
Yep.
So a lot of these cards aren't really high power, but they're useful or just creature based, so it's good for new players.
So probably should explain what vanilla means for new players.
Vanilla would be a creature that doesn't have any extra wording on it as far as any extra abilities or anything. This only has the flavor text. It's just a plain 3/4 creature. So vanilla is in without any extra flavor. I guess it has flavor text, but
Yeah, they're just kind of a one-track mind there. They got power, toughness, and that's about it.
okay. I played a land, right? Because I played the house.
Yeah, you had to, because I played 4.
Okay.
I played a land each turn.
I will pass.
Okay. Alright, let's see. Alright, I'm gonna get another mountain out here. And I'll come in for 3.
Okay, I will take 3. Go to 15.
Alright, and then on second main, I'm gonna go with an Arborback Stomper.
Alright.
Trample, 5/4, and
Get to gain 5 life.
yep, I don't think that was something that I noticed last time.
I don't think you
We
played
were
him
going through-
last time. You just looked at him for a minute when we opened it.
Maybe. I'm best.
Alright. And play a mountain.
So I think the idea behind these decks too is to kind of set up what some of the synergy would look like, I guess you would say.
Play a fire element.
Fire Elemental 5/4. Okay.
And I'll pass. I'm a little bit surprised since they had 5 boxes, it looked like, 1 of each color, and they're all 2 colors, and we have the guild's release coming up, that they didn't make them the same colors as the guild. So these seem like off colors, like this would be
Yeah.
Rakdos colors, but that's not one of the guild sets coming out in this set, that's the next set.
But I wonder if that's because the open house is more of an event at the LGS and not necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's not necessarily circled around the new set coming out, but you think they would take any opportunity they could. Okay, so he
I'm going to
can't-
play Renegade Tactics, so he can't block
can't
this
block.
turn.
That kinda
And I'm going to
sucks.
draw a card.
Alright.
Okay.
And I'm
And
guessing you're going to come in for 8.
I am coming in for 8.
So go down to 7. It's not looking good.
Okay, second main. I'm going to go with a Druid of the Cowl.
Alright.
It's a 2-drop. I can pay, tap it and add a green, a forest to my mana pool. And I think that's going to do it. I'll pass.
Attack. Draw. I'll play Swamp. 6 and play Bog Stomper.
Ooh,
So 6-5.
6-5.
And I think I need to play defense, so I'm gonna pass.
He's a big guy. Okay. So another quick thing for new players, the tap ability on this to add that forest to my mana pool is something that you can't do until that creature's been under your control through your opponent's turn and your upkeep on your next turn. So this turn I can tap him for the mana. Last turn I couldn't. Let's get a forest out here. I really don't like that big guy being out there.
I don't think that you explained that he could tap for mana, but
Yeah, I was just going back to get that in there. I think I'm gonna come in with this guy and just that one.
so use a 5-4.
Yeah, 5/4 trample.
I will block with a fire elemental.
Okay. That's it.
Alright, so I'll take 1 from the trample.
Yep.
Go 6.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Play a giant spider.
Giant spider.
Yep. 2/4 with reach.
Alright.
And I'll play another Druid of the Cow.
Alright.
And I'll pass.
Okay. Draw. Play another mountain. And it's not looking good, very good over here, so I'll just pass.
And you're at 6.
I'm at 6.
Mm-hmm. On your end step, I'll shock you.
Well, that's not good either. I'll go 4.
And I will swing in with the crowd here.
Alright, well, before blocks, I'm gonna pay 4. I'll play Radiating Lightning. It's gonna deal 3 damage to you
Yeah.
and 1 to all your creatures.
Alright, so I'm going to be at 22.
And then I'm going to Lightning Strike your Hyena pack.
Okay, so that one's taking 4 damage total.
Yep. So you did.
Okay. What else you got coming?
And then I'm gonna block your giant spider.
Okay. And then take 2.
Take 2. And roll 2.
Yeah, and I pass.
Untap. Draw. And I'll pass.
I think I'll pass.
End step. I'm gonna electrify one of your druids.
I will float a mana in response.
Okay. She's got 1 green mana until the next phase.
You never know.
I will pass priority.
Okay.
Your turn.
Is that it? Going
Or
through your
wait.
end step?
That was your end step, right? Yeah, that was your end step, so I could... Sorry.
It's okay.
Combat.
Coming in for 6. I will take 6.
Alright.
Is that all I'm taking?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to be at 16.
And I will play a Goblin Motivator.
Oh my gosh.
What did you gain life from? Oh yeah, the Arbor back.
Yeah, that Arborback Stomper. I got 5 life from it.
And I'll pass.
Okay. play a Terror of the Fairgrounds. Oh, yes, I forgot. I'm sorry. And
He's pretty terrifying.
yeah,
5-2.
yeah. I think I'll pass.
Untap. Draw. I think I'm just gonna pass.
Alright, I'm gonna go with a Frontline Rebel.
Alright.
And
3-3.
3/3, he has to attack each combat if able. And then I'll pass.
Draw. I'm gonna play Gravedigger. And when he comes into play, I get to return target creature card from my graveyard to my hand. I think I will take the Fire Elemental.
Okay.
Actually, do I want that?
What's your other
I
option?
think my other option is the Hostile Minotaur, which costs 4. I can play that right now. Actually, no. I'll take the Fire Elemental. That'll go to my hand. I'll play land for turn, which I have, and then play the Fire Elemental.
Yeah. The other one would have worked okay too because it has haste. So you would have been able to swing in with it this turn. But if you're not planning on doing that, then
at 2 life, so not planning on swinging. So
yeah.
your turn.
Okay. All right, let's go with. Man, you got a lot of stuff out. I need to get rid of some of it. Let's go with. I'm gonna play Oakenform.
Oh, that's not good.
And I'm gonna put that on.
Why don't you tell us what it is?
Yeah, so Oakenform is an enchantment. It's going to enchant a creature. And the enchanted creature gets +3/+3. Power and toughness. And I think I'll put that on this guy here. He's Frontline Rebel.
So he's on a 6/6 that
Yes,
much
yes.
must attack each turn.
Yep. And I'm gonna come in with him because I have to go to combat with him.
I think I'm just gonna go ahead and block him with the big old bog stopper here.
Okay, so they're gonna trade. And I'll pass.
And draw.
I feel like player-wise, I have some of the worst habits. I like to move my stuff around a lot.
I'm gonna go to combat and attack with the Fire Elemental.
Fire Elemental. You have a lot of mana open though. I'm not so sure I trust that. I think I'm gonna just take the 5.
Okay, so that puts you at 11.
Not gonna add anything to it?
No.
No combat tricks?
No. Second main phase, I will play a Tattered Mummy.
Tattered Mummy.
He's a 1/2, and when he dies, each opponent loses 2 life.
Mm.
And I'll pass.
Alright, so you got a 1/1 Motivating Goblin. 2/2 Gravedigger. You've already used that thing's ability. It's an enter the battlefield. 1/2. I think I'm going to. I think I'll just go ahead and swing in with that guy.
Okay. I will block with the Gravedigger.
Okay.
You want to trade?
Yep. And then pay 4. 4, and I'll play Flame Lash and deal 4 to you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I just want to make sure you didn't have anything else that was going to do something.
I'm dead. Well, that is a game from the welcome decks. We didn't see any of the big cards really. We got a couple of larger creatures out, but
I really would like to see that Grave Waker that you got in action a little bit. That was a kind of a thought that I had too, that I was expecting pulling a Chandra box that
you get a
this would be, this would just be fast.
It should be noted there are no planeswalkers in the welcome decks, even though they have planeswalkers on the boxes.
But this one kind of ended up being more of a burn/stompy kind of deck.
It would be nice if they made special planeswalkers for the welcome decks. They already make low power planeswalkers for the planeswalker decks. They could have done something like that to teach new players how to use planeswalkers, but
that is some good feedback. Alright, so since you lost
very badly.
I was gonna try to not say that so bluntly. You get to choose if you're gonna play.
I will play first.
Okay. Hopefully, no mulligans.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We get ran over by big green creatures. Wow, I have.
Or you
enough
could just be
ones.
getting burned too. That's a possibility.
I think this needs to be shuffled better.
I think that I can work with this one. I think I'm going to keep it. Should we talk about some of our training tricks that we've used?
Or like what?
Because I'm a newer player, one of the things that we used to do is play with our hands revealed.
Yeah, and how did that help you?
I really liked that. It definitely helps to kind of see like things that I'm overlooking.
I'll try this, even though it's not very good.
Yeah, okay.
Swarm, Grasping Scoundrel.
Not very good. You already have something out.
I do.
All right.
It's a 1/1 that gets +1/+0 as long as it's attacking, so
It's a 1/1 on my turns, basically. I'll pass.
Alright, untap. He is a very aggressive little pirate. Unfortunately, I don't have a turn 2 play besides a mountain, so I'm just going to come in for 2.
Alright, I will take 2.
And then I'll pass.
Let's see. Go with a forest. And
Yeah, when we played
I'll pass.
with our hands up, a lot of times you would ask questions that you wouldn't normally ask because you didn't know what cards I had, or
Yeah.
I would tell you about certain plays that you weren't making that you could make.
Yeah, it's really easy when, as the player, you're the only one looking
Come in for 2.
at that hand. Okay, so maybe at 16.
Yep.
And you're missing stuff. You don't realize you're missing it until somebody's kind of standing there to tell you. I can't find the 16 on here.
Yeah, they're not spin downs. So if you were playing with a new player, I would probably
There it is.
recommend trying that. These decks are a good place to start. They have.
I think the hardest part with that is you just have to remember to play like you don't see that person's hand.
Yeah. I think more advanced players should be able to do that without a problem, though.
You're good?
Yep.
Okay. Get another forest out, and there we go. I knew I had something in here. I'll do a frontline rebel. This is that 3/3 that has to attack each combat if able.
Alright.
Since it's still has summoning sickness this turn, though, I won't go to combat with it. So I'll pass.
Untap. Draw. Play a mountain. And we're gonna electrify your rebel.
Okay.
Takes 4 damage and dies. And go to combat. Come in with a scoundrel.
Grasping Scoundrel is going to be the death of me, literally.
And I'll pass.
Let's see. Let's get another mountain out here. And I think I'm going to go with, especially since that thing has 2 power when it's attacking, I'm going to get this hyena pack out here.
Alright.
3/4. And I'll pass.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Play a mountain. Go combat. Come in for 2.
And I'm certain you have something going on. How about I'll block.
Okay. So this guy will die. Your guard takes 2 damage.
Yep.
And second man,
Okay.
I'm gonna shock your hyena pack.
All right.
Takes 2 more damage and it dies. And then
And there's more.
skeleton archers. He's gonna shoot you for 1 when he comes in,
Okay, so I'm at 13.
and I'll pass.
All right. Get a forest out here. And let's do a Terror of the Fairgrounds. It's a
Scary.
5/2. And I will pass.
So he is not as terrifying as the gremlins from the movies.
Yeah.
They were a scary bunch.
Well, they kind of
Well,
ran around more than just fairgrounds, too. So
yeah, they went to the movies. They
I'm coming in for
all
3.
place.
You know, I think I'm going to take the 3.
Okay.
You got anything else before damage is dealt?
Nope.
Okay. So I will be at 10.
And I will pass.
Okay. I have to admit, I'm so used to you playing control decks that this feels weird to me. Alright, I'm going to go with the Rabid Bite. So, target creature I control will deal damage equal to its power to a creature you control. So, 5 to your skeleton archer.
Oh, and he dies.
And
The graveyard's in the wrong spot again. There
I'm going to come in for 5.
we go. And I will take 5 and go
I
to 15.
finally got some damage on you.
It's a lot.
And I'll pass.
I see why he's the terror of the fairgrounds now. Well, that doesn't help. I will pass.
I kind of want to get something else in my hand, so this seems odd, but I'm going to play Renegade Tactics.
So your terror cannot block this turn.
No, he cannot. And I'm going to draw a card.
Okay. I don't think he was planning on blocking anyway, but
And you have 6 open.
I do.
I'm going to play another Terror of the Fairgrounds.
Okay, we got 2 big scary gremlins.
They don't take much to kill, though, so.
Well, I'll just have to ask my guys to get on that. Oh wait, they're all dead.
And I'll come in for 5 then too.
Okay, I'll go to 10.
And I'll pass.
I'm looking pretty dead. Oh, okay. Let's.
I guess in limited, that's not that bad of a card. 5 damage at a time. If you got an open battlefield on the other side.
I should have played land last turn.
I know. I missed my land drop this last turn. Not this last one. I should
Yeah,
have
I
corrected
mean, I
myself
guess there
the turn
wasn't really any
before.
point in holding it in my hand. If I would have played a land last turn, I could have gotten back a bigger creature when I played this Grave Digger. And I'll get my Grasping Scoundrel and
Okay.
go ahead and play him.
Alright.
And I'll pass.
Let's see what we've got here. I'm gonna go with 1, 2. I'm gonna play Rabid Bite
Again?
again, and I'll have the Terror do the Gravedigger.
Alright. He's dead.
Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna play Oaken Form.
Oh man, this is getting worse and worse.
So this is that enchantment that gives 3/3
So he's now an 8/5.
and 8/5.
Alright.
And I'm just gonna swing in with that guy.
Well, I will block him.
Okay?
And this guy is very dead.
But you don't have to take any. This doesn't give trample, does it?
No.
Nope. No. Okay. And I pass.
Okay. I'm tap. Draw. I will play Goblin Motivator here to save the day.
Okay.
I swear this deck is better than it looks like against that deck, but it just keeps losing this match.
Ready?
Yeah.
Well, I will shock your Goblin Motivator.
Okay, I'm very dead.
And then I'll swing in for, what is that? 13?
Yep. And I'm at 10, so I'm very dead.
Yeah. I could just, before any damage is done, to play Flame Lash and deal an extra 4 to you
Oh.
also. Okay.
So that's the black-red welcome deck getting beaten by the red-green one very badly. And I wish we would have seen a couple other things in here. There's a couple dragons in this deck, and then the Dragon Rider, which gets flying from the dragons. The Vampire Sovereign isn't horrible in this deck. The Grave Waker
I know, we still have not seen that one.
would really have helped. I mean, that is a 5/5 flying that it doesn't seem like your deck can really deal with, except for blocking it with the Shivan Dragon.
Yeah.
I mean, it has the giant spiders that could block it, but they would die unless you have that spider
Open
grasp.
form
And then this one's also got this Shivan
Oh
Dragon.
yeah,
on
that's
it.
Spider's Grasp. This enchantment too helps a lot with getting some extra toughness on creatures.
But I mean, other than that, I think we saw what these could do. I just wish that I would have seen these dragons more and the Grave Waker.
Yeah, I think that's something with these limited decks. You have 1 or 2, you know, of something that's a good card. And then you'll have, I think, I can't remember what that vampire was, but there's like 2 of her. She is this Falconwrath Reaver.
We might have to set these aside and try them some more later. We didn't see the rare from your deck either, the Garrick's Horde, in any of the games we played.
Yeah, that's right.
And
Earlier we got this Root Walla out. That was a pretty nice card to have out. Ooh, I do have something that'll deal with your flying.
Oh, yeah,
That
that's
Wind
true.
Snare.
I didn't realize that was in there.
Yeah. It seems like they the decks have a good Like
They're
it's almost
they're,
like they have the boxes set up so that they could.
they're supposed to be
battle against
balanced to
each
go
other.
against each other. Now,
Yeah.
remember, these two aren't necessarily going to be going against each other. Whoever goes into the open house gets to pick which box they get, or at least that's how it was at our game store. You got to pick which box you picked, and I picked the Liliana one. Leslie picked the Chandra.
Chandra.
As we said, there's no planeswalkers in the decks, but I figured you'd at least get the color from the planeswalker that's on the deck. And I got black and red from Liliana. She got red and green from Chandra. And they were pretty fun. I think that they would be good for new players.
Absolutely.
And I think it's nice that they do something like that, is at no cost to the players. They can come in and try something new, and they make it easy for them.
It's a good way to try out the different color combinations too, for sure. All right, so I think that's it for this match anyways.
And
We'll have to come back another time with something else.
thanks for joining us.
All right.